This track is I'm Okay by Ava Lowe. You got to put the exclamation point redeem in front of that. Yeah, yeah, there it goes, there it goes. You got it. Hold on, I'll do it.
Bye, everyone.
I'm doing it right now.
Go on forever.
1, 2, 7. Just one tube? Just one tube? That's... Push-ups fucked up my hair. It's snaking free of my hair tie. Hold on, is my Babink not live? Oh, I'm in Do Not Disturb mode.
Comstar Knight asked me.
Here it goes.
Well, it sounds like you're imitating a mighty fine engine there, revving up and letting it roar. Or are we talking about one of them farting into paper tubes experiments? Either way, you got my attention, partner. Keep on humming and buzzing.
Keep on humming and buzzing. Is that not like a euphemism for, you know, doing mouth stuff? All right, okay. Let's actually do some fucking work. I'm trying to get the Babink working. Let's see if I direct this thing to Babink, it should in theory work. It's slobbering time. Yeah, you get... what did he say? He said it was... Keep on humming and buzzing. Humming and buzzing. Alright, how do I do this thing? Studio mode, workflow. drag the slider.
Well, you want to woo-woo. It's that woo.
You do want to woo woo.
You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
do
not
want to
even
woo
Some neighbors
woo.
are saying way too loud.
That's only in the morning. You're supposed to be up cooking breakfast or somebody, and so that's like an alarm clock.
Here, let me test this. Let me test this. Jesus Christ. Here, let's see.
Comstar Knight asked me.
Babink is not working. I gotta fix Babink. I gotta fix Babink. Here, let's fix Babink. Let's fix the Babink.
Well, someone's really letting loose, channeling their inner
the
engine,
TTS dude?
and bringing the spirit of farting
Yeah, that's
into
a good-
paper tubes to life.
That's a really good
Keep
question,
that train
Wicked
rolling,
Dragon 7.
partner. Just imagine if you had a bell like a cat's collar, it would be quite the ruckus. Meow,
Yep.
ride that buzz, and carry on
Ride that
with
buzz.
the symphony.
Ride that buzz, he say. Come on, Babink. Babink is live. I could probably reduce the volume on Babink just a bit. Anyhow, howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of Country Fried Minis. This here's the workflow session where we showcase what's going on behind the scenes for video production, or sometimes a little bit Blender stuff or whatever. But the workflow stream is exactly that. It's the workflow. It's a place where you can come in and see what's going on in my corner to make these videos happen, and a place where you can interact live and get your influence in on the scripts or the dumb jokes we do. That's how we ended up talking about top, service, and bottoms, and was it Metroid Mayo? I see those exercises come in. They're not quite ready. Holy
ア
moly.
ットコンスターナイトハズベインインザステーキビスケッツ423万ズアットマークコンスターナイトセレブレーツ23万ズオブメンバーシップコロンマイラック5ゴーズ BRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR スリンクアンダーバー151 has been in the jelly biscuits for 9 months
God
アッ
damn.
トマークスリンクアンダーバー151 celebrates 9 months of membership.
Thank you guys so much for the long-term membership. That's insanely generous of y'all. I was just checking to see if push-ups. I don't know why the push-ups aren't on cooldown. Oh my god.
アット姉さん15620 has been in the steak biscuits for 23 months アット姉さん15620 celebrates 23 months of membership. ははははハーティングイニニントウーオーペーパーパーペーパー 2OOHOOHOOHOOBS.
What the fuck was that? Okay. I'm so frazzled. Thank you guys so much for the generous support. Holy shit. Let's get those push-ups counter up at the top. We're up to 10 already. I will do them as long as they keep blasting out this evening while we get a little work done. Anyhow. Oh no. Let's get our temp audio source pointed to the correct thing. Let's do a recap of where we're at. Count, go up. I want to count too. I'm gonna count. Okay, so when last we were here, we worked on a little bit of basing stuff here. Here, I'll just play it back. I'll just play it back. I hear a Tangia request. Holy shit. Something's going on. My computer is really unhappy at the moment. Is that... like heckin' stuttering for you guys? What the fuck is going on with my computer? OBS is eating a fuck ton of memory. I gotta admit, I'm tempted to just hard power off the computer. What's the problem? What's the problem? Is it sending data? Is it sending data? Is it sending data? I'm telling you, my computer has been running like fuck shit garbage for the last like week. And when I did a hard power up, it launched right into a really aggressive upgrade to Windows 11 so you can inshitify your PC even further. I'm pretty sure Windows was throttling my computer to shit trash because it wants me to upgrade to their ad-laden fucking user hostile Windows 11. Let's get this camera unflickered. Where's webcam? I'm telling you, my machine was like it was moving at like half a frame per second trying to do anything. I couldn't even get to Task Manager to close things down. Alright. What am I doing? Where am I at? We haven't even started. Haven't even started. Where is webcam? Where is webcam? There is webcam. Deactivate, activate. Camera back. We're here. We live. I think we're alive. Let's launch Premiere. I just saw my icons flicker again. So I've been having something going on with Windows Explorer itself, I think. So I don't know where the problem actually exists. But yeah, let's reopen this. I don't know why the hell it would launch in this window over here on this monitor. Please, computer. Please, computer, respond. Ridiculous. I think maybe my drives are just full and it doesn't like that. Okay. What were we doing before we got rolling? Oh yeah, I gotta relaunch Discord. Gotta relaunch Discord. And let's send that to that monitor. Yes, yes. Very slow on the start there, Discord. Was it Discord maybe? Was it Discord eating all my resources? It is taking a long time to react. Okay, if we go here and we set this to Babink. Babink with the B. Let's pop this back open down here. And we're going to redirect this audio to flickering camera again. So let's fix the flickering camera. Ooh boy. I'm telling y'all, I need about $4,000 to invest back into my setup at this point. It's absolutely bonkers. Where are we at? Now I gotta retest Babink. Test the fucker. And then we delete this. And I should get a logger. Babink is live. Babink is live. Music is live. camera is still flickering. Yeah, y'all are just gonna have to deal with a flickering camera. That's just how it is. Hope you don't have epilepsy. If you do have epilepsy, you shouldn't watch the streams. $4,000, you just planning to upgrade your RAM? Yeah. Holy fuck, that flickering, why is it so bad? Why is that so bad? I could take this webcam and like hit it with a hammer a half dozen times. That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? It looks CCTV intentional. The flickering drives me insane. Okay. Let's actually get to work, shall we? So, where I was at before everything explodinated. At least it wasn't Comcast this time. We were recapping what we did last time. And if you guys recall, the last time we did an edit, we got to the 16 minutes point and we got done. We got voiceover, we got music, we got everything plugged in. Up to the point where we're at. So the last section was, we were talking about the bass, and I was going to hit play on this. Repair that camera with Grandpa's hard, hefty tool. I should keep it right here, but I have another tool right here, and that's the keyboard. So we did the whole segment about putting the cottage cheese on the bass. We got our big fooder reveal right here. And then we did the surgery to the mech because it had busted parts. And then we did a little bit of priming. And we talked about how my trusty Army Painter files will get the interface of the two parts clean enough so that we can then reattach the lost detail in such a way that it's a believable and half-assedly clean scene. One last pass of crack spackling with milliput and we'll have a solid construction which, after drying, will endure another attack from a conical whirly-woo drill bit to rescribe our panel scene. With our $6 million mech reassembled almost as good as new, we'll just squirt a whole bunch of Stynylrez primer all over his thick-ass bits so we can move on to the painting once we finish. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, so we're going to put in some more footage right at the end of that, but I do think I should maybe show you guys what I've been working on in the background as well. If it'll play. So, I've been learning a little bit about Blender scenes. Here, let's just do these. Let's just do these right here. It's very excitement. Yes, indeed. We'll do our... God, that flickering camera. I just, like... I could throw this fucking thing across the house. Thanks, camera. Thank you for working. Thank you for doing... You got one job, camera. What the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Where am I even at? We're doing animated shot 1? No. We're doing animated shot 3? No. It's got to be in here. Alright, here we go. Here we go, y'all. So, I have been rendering some scenes. I have been rendering some scenes in the blendering. We got our Nathan's exterior with a nice little zoom in and opening doors. And we got a flyby of the desk. Yes, yes. You guys are gonna see some fun stuff in the mid video ad. Trying to really upgrade things here, you know. All right. So, snazzy indeed. Yeah. Here, I'll just go ahead and we could do the we could do this preview, I think, right here.
Sir, it's congenital.
Yes. Okay, so that'll be fun. We'll have that in the I think right after this scene. But anyhow, to get to work today, we need to continue almost right after this shot right here where we're talking about how we're gonna finish the airbrushing. So I think to get started in that, let's pop open our project panel. Maybe just onto something. Yeah, I think you perhaps were onto something there. Okay, so we need to find the next logical video after 184614. So let's pop open our big black knight, and we're gonna find that 184614, which is right here. All right, and then we have this clip, which we've already used, so we're gonna jump into 205821, and let's copy that name real quick and see if that's in our folder. We don't have it in there yet, so we're gonna take our little video and we'll dump it in right now. Toss it in there. Boom. And then let's go ahead and plug it in and start cutting it down. So we just said something about how we're done with the airbrush, and I want to do this whole shot about, just kidding, there's so much fucking airbrushing that I don't know what to do, and fucking dive into more airbrushing. So we want to cover airbrush. We want to cover airbrush in the silver, putting on the putty, which might not be super relevant, other than we have more airbrushing that has the putty on. So we do all this putty work. Ooh, where are you sitting at, Mr. Slink? Where are you sitting at? 1.2 billion? Or is that 12 billion? Hold on. How big is that fucking number? 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. Oh, trillion with a T. 1.2 trillion. Trillion biscuit. What? You control all the wealth of the biscuit coin. That's insane. Absolutely insane. You were down to zero at one point. All right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of out of order and doesn't make a ton of sense here. And I really don't know how to shoehorn it in. $2.99s tonight. What's the payout on the 99? It's like 100-fold or something. All right. Okay, so either way, we gotta like cut this shit down. Maybe we'll do this section right here. This thing cuts to black. And then this thing goes bam. So we can maybe cut to this right here. Boom. and let this run a little bit. We could actually maybe boost the speed of this up a little bit. Let's try like 110% and see if it's noticeably fast. So we'll do like, we'll spray that first bit on and we'll rotate it. Bam, and we'll cut that. Zoop, that's enough. How long is that? That's fucking, that's so indulgent. That's so fucking indulgent. The problem I have here is this song has like a minute left. 1607 through 1709, like 1 minute exactly. And I really want to get, I want to fit in a bunch of stuff here. We could maybe do, we'll do 2 clips of spraying the thing. Gonna be hard to fit it in with all them bees. Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true. Okay, I have an idea here. So let's do like, let's do 20 seconds. Let's do 20 seconds right there. Bam, we'll do 20 seconds, and then we're gonna have 2 other shots fly in across the top. Redeem extra. That should take now. Yeah, there you go. You got him coming right up, mister. You know what?
Bye, everyone.
Here.
She can go on forever.
Can I get this? Can I get this in position? I'll do these for you. Just for you, Mr. Nathan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you go. I think those count as push-ups. Oops. Yeah, that's just for you, Nathan. That's just for you. What up, gang of fellas? Editing. Editing and push-ups. Those count as push-ups. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to have 2 other shots fly over top of this. So we'll do like, maybe this shot of spray on the hand. I think that's a good one. Just starting right there. Cut this off. Bam, boom. Here, let's not get the music. How long is that? I think we could get 10 seconds on it. No, we don't have 10 seconds. We have like 8 seconds. So we're gonna take this from 1716 up through 1724. And let's cut that off, bow. We'll layer that right here. And then I want one more shot here. And then I think we can sell that we're doing the silver inside of this single 20-second clip. Then we'll cut to another 20-second clip of showing the putty, and then do the third 20-second clip of spraying the model down with the black again. I think that's the direction we're gonna go. and just really pare this back. Because, I mean, I could go self-indulgent with all of these shots and make it like a 5-hour long video, and that would suck. Let's get a shot of the cannon, maybe. Yeah. I think that's what we want right there. So what we can do is just drag this down, and we're gonna come over here and bloop, cut that down. Okay, so how we're gonna do this now then is to, let's hide these 2 layers real quick. This one, I went like a slow zoom. So we're gonna set keyframes on position and scale. And at the very end, we're gonna have it come in, I don't know. I'd watch a 5-hour director's cut version. I should maybe do a super long video at some point. More of a raving mob. Like attending raves. Like into fucking hard bass and black lights and Molly. Let's do like a 5% zoom. And we'll keep the shot more focused on the turntable. Let's see what that looks like. Parachute pants with the straps. Ah, yes. Here, I'm going to mute temp application audio source so I'm not just playing the background music here over and over. Let's see what this looks like. Resolution is reduced here on the playback, by the way, by a factor of 4. Ooh, there is a nice convenient hit here for the music. Fuck. We maybe have to cut this to there and see what that looks like. Molly is more into vibe than rave these days. She's older and more sophisticated. Ah, yes. Yeah, it makes sense. Well, that, you know, you get old and you can't really do them drugs no more. That was a bit of an early cut. Let's pull these over. Parachute pants with the straps and the spins. I don't know what you're even talking about. One more time. Whole clove was lipping. Ah. Should have replaced the sword with a paper tube. I might could still do that. I maybe could still do that. It still cuts a little early, it seems. Let's see if it needs to be right here. You guys aren't hearing the music, but I'm trying to. There's a hit right here in the sound, and I'm trying to line this scene chain up to it. Banner now. Okay, that lines up way better. We're gonna leave it right there. We'll have to test it at the end. Okay, so what we're gonna do though is we want these shots to come in and be. Let's run them at like 15% scale, 20% scale. Yeah. So this guy's gonna start down here. Bam, boom, bow, blam, and then we're gonna have it end up here in the other corner. So he's gonna go from here to there. Wait. No, we need it higher up. We need these things like crossing by each other like we did in the CFM Together video. Okay, and then this one's kind of going to be the opposite. So this feller is going to go up and across like that. And then this feller is going to do the same, but from... Did we go 20? Yeah, we did go 20. 20% scaling. This feller is going to start over here and is going to end... Oops, let's put those keyframes down. Boom, 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 keyframes. And then we're going to move it down here. And we're going to rotate it up like that. And see what this looks like. Let's make this bigger. Zip, zap, blow. So, let's fit this. So these start coming in. I need to make sure they don't like overlap each other. It's really close, but I think I'm okay with that, honestly. We maybe need to like make them a little more equidistant, but you know what? As I keep hearing recently is good enough is good enough. You're good, you're good, you're good. Yeah, exactly. Safety pins? Safety pins. I remember safety pins. Ah, yes, I remember safety pins indeed. Yes. All right, so from here, now I want to do a 20-second shot showcasing where are they at? This stuff right here. All right, let's drop this here. Boom. Let's import this boy. We're gonna go all the way to the end here, drop it in, and see if we can't find a nice... Hey there, caught me on my break. What's up, Mr. Coke Takes 241? Did you recently change your avatar there? Or is your YouTube avatar different from your Discord avatar? We're doing some editing, sir. Alright, I gotta listen to what this music sounds like now. Oh, got you. Alright, yeah, okay. So we can come in here and just, we're gonna try to time this with beats. I hit that a little late. We want to time this on the... We're going to shift the scene on the 9th beat. Right there. Bam. And then we can maybe speed this up a little bit. We'll do that 110% trick again. So I find that like 105, 110 is almost... like you can't tell that it's sped up footage. So it's a good way to pack in just a little bit more. Let's try 120, which is really going to be pushing it. Oh fuck, what did I do? I zoomed all the way out. Let's try 120 here. I kind of like rub on the putty a little bit and I want to try to capture that air. That's good enough. Good enough. I want to get like maybe a shot of actually using a little bit of the putty. So maybe like towards the end of this video. Let's see. Surely one of these shots looks decent. I think right there is what we want. Right here. She's getting lost, y'all. Getting lost. Alright, as soon as we build this scene, we can go into the silly voiceover. Alright. I think this might just be the same length since it's even beats. Let's get rid of this spam. And see if that's timed up nicely. It actually hit a little early. I think that should be more here-ish. I do love some Lupus Nocti. Alright. It seems a little off still, but we'll get 2 more shots in here, and then we're gonna toss in spraying the model down, and we'll do a nice slow fade out, and then we'll do a voiceover of like, you thought we were done with the airbrush? Haha, you fucking idiot. We got so much more airbrushing to do that it'll make your head spin, or, you know, some dumb shit like that. So I think what we want then is like, there was a point at which I was like, fuck it, and started blobbing on huge amounts. And I think that's what I've captured here. So we can maybe use that right there. Let's come in here. Let's toss this in here. Boom. Drag this into the panel. And find that spot where I'm just blobbing that shit all over it. All over you. Where is the spot? I think it's right where this shit goes on. Maybe right after this. Right. Is that really the best we got? Is right there? Let's just try it. Let's just try it, see how it looks. Let's just try it, see how it looks. Boom. That hit a little early. Actually needs to be like right here. And then I bet you this needs to be increased in length as well. Or you know what? This is probably that length, honestly. Let's see. Let's see. Let's watch it back. I'm going to pass out my double dose of 60% therapy is kicking in. You have a good one, Mr. Iron Elemental. Thank you for stopping by and sharing some time with us. Okay, Got one more shot here, and I think I want to capture. There's like yeah, some stylus work that I want to really get in there. Imagine a 4-minute clip getting reduced to like fucking 7 seconds, maybe. Message retracted. I didn't see it. I didn't see it before it happened. Those hands so thick. I do have thick hands. It's all the fluid retention. Oh, I like that shot right there. Where's that? That's at 331. Yeah, let's use that. All right. Once we get these cut down, the real work can begin. All right. Let's do fucking 50. The spot where I'm rubbing it with my fingy. Is that it right there? Is that what we're going for? That one? I think that's it. Yeah, that's fucking great. I mean, it's not every day you get to finger some putty, you know what I'm saying? What do you guys think of the new disco, by the way? I'm a fan. Okay, that lined up perfectly. We're gonna run with that. Let's take this and is nearly cured. Oh, you were fingering putty just earlier, you say. Oh, yes. All right, so from here is just more airbrush work. We could maybe get away with just running this whole thing in like higher speed. It's a 3-minute clip. And we need to fill how much space? We got 27 seconds left. I think we could deal with that. Let's just run it at full speed and see what it looks like now. I definitely don't think we're getting any spray action here. Yeah, let's see if we could speed the whole thing up to 27 seconds and see what that looks like. Just super high speed. Game Colors Vallejo's normal acrylic for minis? Yes, that is correct. And they like rebranded it, basically. Let's cut another frame off the back end of that. Speed duration, we're going to set that to 2704. How many frames is that actually? 4229, so that's 43. So that actually should be 2623. Or 2620. I think it's 3. 2623, nope, I'm wrong. It should have been 2620. It's still too long. Whatever, that's fine. Let's see what this looks like. A lot of dead air in that shot. A lot of fucking dead air in that shot. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's get our length back to full speed, and then maybe we just do maybe we just show full speed the spraying of that first part. Ba-bink! 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 Ba-bink, ba-bink, ba-bink. We ba-bink. Ba-bink. Alright, let's try just running this thing at natural speed to the end. And then we'll do like a slow fade out at the very end. That's so much fucking dead air. What am I doing here? What the fuck am I doing, man? Maybe we just start it right here. Maybe we just start it right here instead. What are you doing? What am I doing? Okay, we're actually gonna just start it right where we tip this thing up. Right here, bam. I just need to show that there's more airbrushing happening. Who are you doing? My stream hand. And then this, like, this thing should start doing a slow fade out here to there where we have 0 opacity. Bam, boom. Let's hide this for a moment. We're gonna do a slow zoom on this as well. Let's do like a 15%, a 15% zoom in. I said 15 and just typed 15. See what that looks like. Let's do a fucking rotation too. Let's do a fucking like 3-degree rotation, maybe a 5-degree rotation. See what that looks like. Where are you doing? In my city. Oh, we want to go negative rotation with this. Hold on, hold on. -5. Well, let's see. Run it back again. All right, I think it's almost time to start doing voiceover stuff now. All right, that's got our slow zoom. We just need to set these clips to different zoom levels so that we create a little visual interest. So let's do like a 5% zoom in there, or I guess it's a 10%. Let's go with a 50% zoom right here. Let's do this one back out to full zoom, and then this one will bring back in just a little bit. We'll do like a, oops, I'm on the wrong damn. This guy needs to be in. Let's go a 5th. Let's factor by a 5th. All right, let's see what our shot looks like with the music now. I'm going to pause playlist. Let's pause playlist. Let's pop back on temp audio source. Let's watch this back. computer gets really angry when it's trying to render multiple at the same time. I think we can maybe start that fade out a little later. We can maybe start it like here. Like that. Alright, I got a balance. Best of luck with the rest. Thank you for stopping by, Wicked Dragon 7. Video will be coming out soon, 31st. Keep an eye out. Should be fun. Alright, let's go back into playlists. Let's turn this off. Let's start doing a short little script here. Notepad time. Sayonara. Take it easy. We'll say something like, just kidding. Just kidding. The airbrushing is never done. Well, it'll be done for now once we get done with this next step, in which with these next steps in which we're gonna do more airbrushing. Since this lad is so damn big, it'll do us well to apply our miniinium through the airbrush before we then bust out this fancy AK interactive masking putty, which is really just silly putty stained black. I mean, it even tastes exactly the same. But now for 10 times the cost. Anyhow, we'll cover over all of that silvery goodness with the overpriced. What the fuck is silly putty made out of? Research time. What is silly putty made of? I forgot. We just looked this up recently. It's polydimethylsiloxane. Oh. It's just siloxane. Yeah, we literally just covered this. Cool. It's lube. With overpriced, if we can fit in a thick lube joke, we'll make it happen. Polydimethylsiloxane. before spraying it down once more with a near black blue base color. Leaving the metallics untouched and solid black in the shadow zones. Alright, we'll record this up, and then if we have room to do... By the way, did you guys know that silly putty is the same thing as lube? So you could call it thick lube or some dumb joke like that. Alright, let's pop open buttlogs.org. Get our Audacity open. Here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Just kidding, the airbrushing is never done. Well, it'll be done for now once we get done with these next steps in which we're going to do more airbrushing. Since this lad is so damn big, it'll do us well to apply our duraluminimium through the airbrush before we then bust out this fancy AK Interactive masking putty, which is really just silly putty stained black. I mean, it even tastes exactly the same, but now for 10 times the cost. Anyhow, we'll cover all... Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Anyhow, we'll cover over all of that silvery goodness with the overpriced polydimethyl siloxane before spraying it down once more with a near black blah 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 blah. Fuck. Near black blue base color. Near black blue base color. Near black blue base color. Jesus Christ. Anyhow, we'll cover over all of that silvery goodness with the overpriced polydimethyl siloxane before spraying it down once more with a near black blue base color, leaving the metallics untouched and solid black in the shadow zones. Let's see where that lines us up and if we can pack in a thick lube reference. Export audio. Also, I apologize if I'm screaming into the microphone. You guys gotta let me know if I need to turn this thing down. This will be called Voiceover 5. Voiceover 5, MP5. Alright, let's export. Export it. Let's bring it in and see how we line up. See how we line up. See how we line up. What was it called? It was like Black Knight Voiceover 5. Yes, there it is. Booyaka chow. And then we'll slap this right here. We got plenty of room. Plenty of room. So we want our hard limiter right here. Or, you know, we'll just apply one. Hard limiter. Do our amplitude and compression filter right there, right there. And we'll make this -12, bam. And let's see how this lines up. Let's see how this lines up. Let's see how this lines up. Bam. Just kidding, the airbrushing is never done. Well, it'll be done for now. This actually needs to come down. This actually maybe needs to come down. We're really
Just kidding, the airbrushing is never done. Well,
damn. My mic pickup is too loud.
with our $6 million mech reassembled almost as good as new, we'll just squirt a whole bunch of Stynylrez primer all over his thick ass bits so we can move on to the painting once we finish.
Why is that so fucking loud?
Two parts clean enough so that we can then reattach the lost detail.
Is it the same volume limit?
Done with these next steps, in which we're going to do more. We can then reattach the lost detail in such.
Where's my hard limiter sitting at? That's at 12. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's play through the back end of this and see if it's evened out.
New, we'll just squirt a whole bunch of Stynylrez primer all over his thick ass bits so we can move on to the painting once we finish. Just kidding, the airbrushing is never done. Well, it'll be done for now once we get done with these next steps, in which we're going to do more airbrushing. Since this lad is so damn big, it'll do us well to apply our duraluminimium through the airbrush before we then bust out this fancy AK interactive masking putty, which is really just silly.
God, the computer does not like playing 3 videos at once. No worries about volume. I keep everything low. The loudest you get is someone standing 4 feet away and talking at normal conversation.
Stained black.
That's fair.
I mean, it even tastes exactly the same, but now for 10 times the cost. Anyhow, we'll cover over all of that silvery goodness with the overpriced polydimethylsiloxane before spraying it down once more with a near black blue base color, leaving the metallics untouched and solid black in the shadow zones.
Okay. All right, so we do have room for an aside here. I'm wondering if this volume is
One
the same.
last pass of crack spackling
One last pass.
brushing. Since this lad is so damn big, it'll do.
That's about the same. I think I was recording with the microphone further away last time. Okay, so we have about 20 seconds to fill with some kind of. In fact, I'm louder in that post-pot explosion than when you serious yelling.
So we can move on to the painting once we finish.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think you're right. Oh, you know why? I don't have a hard limiter on that. I gotta drop a hard limiter on that track. What was the deal with your audio? I feel like we usually take it a little lower because of the sibilance of your mic. But that one's not exactly sibilant.
We can move on to the painting once we finish.
That's fine, that's fine. Okay, so this audio needs to come back just a little bit.
Just kidding, the airbrushing.
Ba-bink. Ba-bink. Ba-bink, 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 ba-bink. All right. Okay, so we have room to make some kind of shitty joke here. Or, you know, a country fried aside. An aside here. This is the second time siloxane has come up in the last. When was that? That was within the last week, wasn't it? I'm just gonna claim it's the last week because that sounds right. It's been very recently. Whenever I was doing the mold stuff, it was Sunday. Yeah, we'll say in the last week. As there was some mucking about with silicone rubber molds. In fact, this stuff is everywhere, including in food and shampoos and enhancement fluids for dry sexy times. We might as well claim that this here putty stuff is just some thickened some thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian Newtonian like that. Non-Newtonian Boinkin. Non-Newtonian Boinkin paste, if you will. I think boink batter is something else, Mr. Nate. We're gonna say it though. We're gonna fucking say it. That's fucking atrocious, and you know it. Make sure to take your Ropex, boys. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Buttered boink batter biscuit. Gross. Gross. Fucking gross. Oh, holy shit.
And a double helping of gravy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And aside here, this is the second time siloxane has come up in the last week, as there was some mucking about with silicone rubber molds earlier in the work process. In fact, this stuff is everywhere, including in food and shampoos and enhancement fluids for dry sexy times. We might as well claim that this here putty stuff is just some thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will. I think that's a little long. We may have to make it just a little bit less wordy. Bam, bam, beep, boop.
Yeah. Would you do a workout?
I
Beep,
do.
boop,
Give me 10.
Okay.
beep, beep.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're talking about the thug. C is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail. Cause a thug takes fast.
Oh man. Where's my push-ups counter? Ba-boom. Alright, let's see how long that runs now. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Did it really line up perfectly? It lined up fucking perfectly? Ooh. Let's run it back starting right here. Where are we at? Playlist, pause. Full screen it. Just silly putty stained black. I mean, it even tastes exactly the same, but now for 10 times the cost. Anyhow, we'll cover over all of that silvery goodness with the overpriced polydimethylsiloxane before spraying it down once more with a near black blue base color, leaving the metallics untouched and solid black in the shadow zones.
And aside here, this is the second time siloxane has come up in the last week, as there was some mucking about with silicone rubber molds earlier in the work process. In fact, this stuff is everywhere, including in food and shampoos and enhancement fluids for dry, sexy times. We might as well claim that this here putty stuff is just some thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will.
Okay, so non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will. I think we need like a in the background or something. What about that, like, the noise, the little... Where did ooh-woo come up? Have we already used ooh-woo in this video? Do any of y'all remember why I made it ooh-woo? Was it in this video? I can't remember. Where the fuck did ooh-woo come from? This is gonna drive me bonkers. It was a short? Ooh-woo. Okay. Alright, let's find it. Let's find our ooh-woo. I have no idea where it could possibly be. You say it was a short. Do I have just an ooh-woo piece here? Ribbit, rubbin.
Comstar Knight asked me, "Bip, bip, bip, oh woo, ha, ha, bip, 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 oh woo, ha, ha, bip, 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 oh woo, ha, 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 bip, 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 oh woo, ha, 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 bip, 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 oh woo, ha, 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 bip, bip, oh woo, ha, 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 bip, bip, oh woo, ha, ha." Well, butter my biscuits and call me a spunk train. That's quite the symphony of B's and H's you got going there, partner. Sounds like a turbocharged
Jesus Christ.
Battletech engine revving up with a little sprinkle of ooh-woo cuteness. Keep that
Ooh-woo
train rolling like a rotary
Ooh-woo
auto
cuteness?
cannon, and let's
No,
paint the
no,
town
no,
with all
no.
the BBBs and HHHs. Yeehaw!
What the fuck, dude?
Comstar Knight asked me, "Baby, woo hee, bee, woo hee, bee, hee, bees in my butt." Whoa there, partner. Sounds like you've got a full-blown colon-bee situation buzzing around.
You know
Those
what?
BBBs and HHHs are really
BBBs and
revving up a symphony there. Ride that ooh-woo turbo train like a true magical girl, and watch out for those bees. They sure know how to make some noise. Just don't
Ride
forget
that
to throw
ooh-woo
in
turbo
a
train
little
like a true magical girl.
NULN
Jesus
to
fucking
keep things
Christ.
smooth.
That's-
Meow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not okay. Don't ride that ooh-woo train like a true magical girl. Jesus fucking Christ. But I'll tell you what we can do is we can come in here and just give a ooh-woo like that. Just like that. Here, let's play this back one more time. Holy shit.
Beasts in my my butt.
Okay. Bees is in my butt. Alright, let's pause this. Let's play back the end of this. That's the wrong window. Let's play this back.
And aside here, this is the second time siloxane has come up in the last week, as there was some mucking about with silicone rubber molds earlier in the work
That
process.
audio is peaking.
In fact, this stuff is everywhere, including...
That audio is peaking hard. I think we maybe need to duck this down to -14 peaks. All right.
This is the second time siloxane has come up in the last week, as there was some mucking about with silicone rubber molds earlier in the work process. In fact, this stuff is everywhere, including in food and shampoos and enhancement fluids for dry, sexy times. We might as well claim that this here putty stuff is just some thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will. Ooh woo.
All right. Yeah, that's it's staying in just like that. Though I think we could maybe shift the fade out to like here.
Thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will. Ooh woo.
All right, what do we flash on the screen while it says ooh woo? Is it time to bring back the who do we bring back? Who do we flash on the screen? I want to do a Battletech reference, I think. All right. Do we do Hazen or do we do Katrina Steiner? Or do we do Jule Marshigama? Let's see. Kerensky? Natasha Kerensky? Natasha Kerensky flashes on the screen? I could get down on it. I could get down on it. Let's take a peek. Let's do a little research here. Bap bap. Bap bap. When does she die? I don't think there's anything that ties her to a Black Knight. Let's do Black Knight Sarna. Taterface original Kerensky. The problem is the image for that is like, here, let's see. Iron Wind, Metals, Orion Kerensky. Look, their website is also broken. It always thinks you're on the phone. Oh, they fixed it. I've been proven wrong. You're talking this image right here?
Ask me ooba-boo, oob-boo-boo, oob-boo, era, ooba-boo, oob-boo, oob-boo, era, ooba-boo, oob-boo, era, oob-boo, 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 era, oob-boo, oob-boo, era. Well, bless your heart and rev up them ooh-woo motors, partner. Y'all sound like a turbocharged kawaii train barreling down the track, full of sweet ooh-woos and cheeky ara-aras. Keep riding that ooh-woo train like a true magical cowpoke. And don't forget to watch out for those colon bees buzzing around the station. Yeehaw!
You guys have completely broken these fucking butts. Yeah, that's cursed as fuck, isn't it? So either picks us, well, yeah, they're fucking bad. So you're saying like I can't even go bigger than that. You're telling me this thing like I'm not even gonna question it. I'm not even gonna question it. We're gonna go in paint.net, we're gonna make a fucking cursed ass image. Alright, crop to selection. Let's resize this like fucking 2,000 pixels. Yeah. Boom. We want you right here. Image. Oh shit. Crop to selection. Boom. Let's resize this to 1920. Bam. Canvas size 1080. Right in the middle. Boom. Right? And then we're going to come in here and we're going to do big red heart, right? Do a big red heart. Big red heart. That's actually like really poorly. Let's get this lined up nicely. I think right there is good. Crop to selection. Okay, come in here. We're gonna do I need like a nice like that, yeah. Let's
You ara 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 ooh 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 ara 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 ooh 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 Marco is the best. A Notger, Nate, Sacked Nathan, Square Peg Mails, the 3D printer go brrrr.
the fuck, dude. Alright. And this is gonna say, how do we do it? Prayer in S K E. That's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I need this smaller. Gotta be smaller. Gotta be smaller. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go down to like 10 size. Apparently Gamma turns to an Aztec death whistle. Yeah, no kidding. This is gonna say Prayer Kerensky. My heart. My heart. Kerensky, my heart. And then we can maybe even like bring this in a little bit now. Oh fuck, it's on the, I didn't, god damn it. Grumble. Kavinsky. Yeah, we're doing that. That's happening, Voxel Forge. That's happening. We're also gonna do this right on a new layer, so I don't fuck up again. Kavinsky. Oh, that's fucking. Yes. Kabinski, and we're gonna put a lowercase I with a heart for the fucking. Kabinski. Karinsk was from the that's from the Wolf Bill. Kabinski. Ah, yes. Kabinski, my heart. My heart. Kabinski, my heart. Yeah. And then we need like we need like a we want to duplicate this and then brightness contrast it down.
This is my greatest impression of the Oscar Mayer whiner whistle. Here goes.
Whiner whistle. What do you know about a whiner whistle? We need like a little bit of yellow text here that says what? Let's make the pen smaller. It's gonna say something like, what a man. What a beefcake. Cake. All right, and we need one more thing here. We need one more little touch here. We need some pink, and we're gonna go like 10. Let's make this 0 hardness. Do like 15, and we're gonna give him some. Let's come in here with a nice like a glow layer at reduced opacity. We're gonna come in here and give him like a nice, right? Isn't that that's the thing, right? Like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's going in. Bam, 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 bam. Save as. Where's this going? This is going change this name, Big Black Knight, Kabinski. I saved that as Kabinki. Alright. There it is. Thank you, chat. Where's kabinki.png? We're gonna drop kabinki.bnk. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's watch this back. Let's watch this back. Your putty stuff is just some thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will. Ooh, woo. All right. That maybe hits a little early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Long enough. 1/3 of a second? Is that what we're going for here? 1/3 of a second. It's just some thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will. Ooh, woo. Yeah. Good luck fucking stopping on that, y'all. It's all of 10 fucking frames. Okay. For fuck's sake, it's been almost 2 hours and we've gotten how much work done? We've done 1 minute. 1 minute of edited content. If you will. I think we could maybe trim a few frames of this back. It's fine, whatever. All right, where are we actually sitting at for work now? Kabinky. Kabinsky. Be still my heart. All right, this is 012435. Where's that set us? I do want to feature this stuff here. I think we should probably. Where was that? That was right here. And then look, we're fucking airbrushing again. We airbrushed again. Did I fucking flip it off? Is that what I just saw there? I did. I flipped it off. I do not recall the context. Oh, it took like 12 attempts to get it to stand up. And then it's out of focus. Okay. We could probably skip airbrushing again. Because right after I airbrush... What can we do here? What is from here? We could maybe skip the battle damage. We could maybe skip the battle damage and then talk about the sponging. And in the end, the sponging was a huge fucking waste of time. Really, it was such a huge fucking waste of time. But that's how we ended up painting it. It does have like I don't know if you can see it. Goddamn mouse bitch, go the. Can I not move this fucking stupid thing? All right. What was I trying to say here? So this thing does have a really nice like Bic ink quality to it. What does this go up to? We do metallics. Okay, so our next section. Have we done any scenes that say part 1 or part 2? We did this thing that said meanwhile. Could we get away with could we maybe get away with some things that say part one yeah, I think we'll do a thing that pops up that says part one, like technical difficulties, and then we'll come in here and say part two, building our model. Preliminary preparations. Yeah. Let's make some assets. 1920 1080. Wait, was that Kabinski actually the wrong size? It's 1077. That's funny. Image resize 1080. Boom. Image canvas size 1920. Bam. Save. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay. Image, canvas size. Let's go 1920 by 1080. Kabinski, you say? Kabinski, you say? What if we do... Why can't I do the thing? Why can't I do the thing? I gotta do this. Hold on. There you go. Here you go. What's our asset gonna be here? Yes, yes. I gotta post that. I gotta post that. Hold on. That's gonna go in art, and it's gonna say at Nathan, just like that. Just like that. Alright, what the fuck am I even doing here? I'm trying to make some assets here, because I want to splash on the screen that says part whatever. So let's get... I didn't mean to... Let's open this image. I want this color. Boom. Select all. Boop. Bam, bam. Alright, let's put some text in here. I can't remember what this fucking font was called. Oh, there it is. Medieval Scribish. Boom. Part 1. Technical difficulties. Let's put a neutral background so we can see what the fuck we're doing. Well, not a neutral, but you know what I mean. Just put a background. Shit fire. I lost that color. Bam, 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 bam. This fart for pork is vegan tube paper. Hold on, let's find out. Here, for pork is vegan tube paper taco. We want to move this thing about right there. We're going to... Where's my invert selection? There it is. Bow. And then I want like small text 72. And let's add in
Country
some
Fried
large
Minis
text.
asked me, this fart for pork is vegan tube paper taco? And well, partner, seems like you got yourself a real tongue twister there. If you're asking if that there farting into paper tubes experiment's vegan, I'd reckon it depends on what you ate before letting loo.
He said lube, and he broke.
As for a vegan paper taco, I betcha it could work with some crafty skill and a bit of imagination. Just steer clear of any pork and keep them colon bees buzzing. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Let's delete this layer. Boom. And we're gonna save as... We're gonna save this as splash screen assembler, because I'm gonna need it. And then we're gonna save this as part 1. Part 1. Boom. Flatten. Pork is for vegan spunk train. I hate what you've done here. Alright, so now we need text part 2. And we're going to cut this out. We're going to put it in a new layer and we're going to line it up. And then we're going to cut it all and we're going to put it here. I really don't like how close to the edge that is. Damn it. I'm gonna have to fix it now. Salami Jones and the Floppy Fingered Funk Trio. You talking about the Anywhere, Everywhere, All at Once thing? 70... Fucking hell. I gotta fix this now. Part 1. This needs to be here. Babink. I'm being babinked. Slippery taco is vegan for spunk train. This is accurate. This is accurate. Oh my god. Just the amount of messages. Part 1 technical difficulties. Let's save this. Save as part 1. Boom. Part 1. PNG. Blam. PNG already exists. Yes. Flatten. Okay. Let's unflatten. Let's get rid of layer 4. We'll bring back in this layer. Part 2. What is part 2 called? Part 2 is... Part 2 will be called Preparation H. Right? Because butthole. Preparation H. H. Preparation H. Get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. Save as part 2. We're gonna make that a PNG like that. Bam, save. Blam. All right, now we need a part 3. Need a part 3. Part 3 will be called Ponchlet. Ponchlet what? Ponchlet parte? Ponchlet sloppy pop hoppers? Alright, let's what is French for night? Bonge le Chevalier. How do you pronounce that? Chevalier. I don't like that. That doesn't work. Bonge le Dong. Bonge le. Yeah, it's awful. Bonge le. What's what about surface? What is a surface in French? Here, let's just fucking pop this up. Let's find a... It's also just surface. What about, guy? I could get down on this. Le mec. Bonge le mec. Bonge le mec. Guy sponge. Sponge guy. Mick. No. To sponge. Sponge. Éponge. Éponge le mec. Sponge the guy. Dude. That's getting better. It's getting better. Eye sponge. Oui. Éponge le mec. That's it right there. That's what we're doing. Can we do this in this font? That's the real question now. Alright, layer this one. Delete. 72. Is there... No, it doesn't have the E with the acento. But we can put the little thing in there. We can make it work. Redeem exercise.
Yeah. But you do workout.
I do.
Give me 10.
Okay.
Give me 10. You got it.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. A nice little sit down. What's that give us? It's only 40 tonight. All right. Éponge le mec. That's a good point, Mr. Nate. I don't think... You know what? That's good enough. That's what a comma looks like. Good enough. Good enough. Part 3. A PNG. God damn it. Could I please click on the thing I'm trying to click on? Alright, can we actually get another section done before the end of this evening? I would like to. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Out of here. We need our part 1 through 3 showing up now. Alright, so now we need part 1. Part 1 starts right here. Zips.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. All right, and then we want like what do we want on this? We want opacity. We want a full second fade in. A 1 second fade in. Zip. And we want a 1 second fade out. And now we need a drop shadow. Drop shadow. Drop shadow. And what direction is our drop shadow gonna go? I think down and to the left is probably what we want here. Yeah. Let's boost the softness a little bit. Is that visible?
Something that really exacerbates the heck out of my inaccurate dimensional accuracy, necessitating a whole lot of sanding and Dremel work to get these parts to stick together.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And now we want to copy the opacity and the drop shadow. Copy. All right, so we do part 1. We come back with part 2, right y'all? Right y'all? And we'll put that one right here, part 2. Part 2. Parte 2. Effect controls. Paste. See how this one looks.
Okay. Now that y'all have seen 100,000 Monty Python references, it stands to reason that we're setting the scene for a Monty Python Black Knight BL9-
You probably get away with putting it like closer to the front, like right here. Like that. Part 2 sucks, part 2.
Seen 100,000 Monty Python references, it stands to reason that we're setting the scene for a Monty Python Black Knight BL.
That audio is so fucking loud. I do have it full volume though. I do have it like absolutely full volume, so maybe it is correct. If anything, I maybe need to bring down the bring up the music. Okay, now we can put in part 3. Where's our part 3? It goes here. Part 3's in. Bam. Effect controls pasted.
Hello.
Where are we sitting at? 2 hours in. 2 hours in. Let's fucking save our progress. Let's dump in our next clip, which comes after 012435. And I think we're gonna skip I think we're gonna skip the battle damage. I would really like to include that we went back and did the thing. I don't really know. I think maybe we have to put it in though. We maybe have to put it in. At least for just this shot right here. I really like that we went completely through the sidewalls and we had to respray the thing. We could cover this in about 24 seconds or something. Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Self-indulgence. Just like that hot dog. Okay. Maybe the step here is actually to pick the music and then see what kind of pacing we're going for. Alright, I'm getting a little all over the place. Let's see, what is the track here? What does this sound like?
Before we then bust out this
let me go back here where it actually picks up.
trusty Army Painter files, we'll get the interface of the two parts clean enough so that we can then reattach.
Alright, this is Fresh Pastries by Lo-Fi. Let's pop over to Epidemic Sound and let's pop over to Epidemic Sound and see what mood that is falling under. Vegan food? I've got some, well, it's not quite vegan food, but I've got some food. Let's point audio source to, let's point it to Chrome. And let's search for Fresh Pastries. And then see, this is just listed as dark synthwave. I think that's what we're going for then. This may be really loud. Okay. So let's pull up some more dark synthwave. Let's search for dark synthwave. Let's go for moods, dark. Ba-bink, 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 ba-bink. Ah, yes, I see. Vegan cheese is industrial strength shark fuel. This may be true. Let's see what this is like. I don't know if this speaks to sponge work. I do like the track so far, though. Let's try this one. Nope. What about this one? We know this one. This is in my streams. Could we get away with this one? Maybe not. Let's see. So we got a whole bunch of sponging stuff. And then we go into a bunch of edge highlighting. I don't know if we can stretch this out for 4 minutes. I don't think we can. We maybe need something in like this kind of ballpark. This graphic depictions of tiny baloney. I don't know if that's true. There's a stop in the music that I think might line up nicely. I think we could work with this. I don't like that there's audio or vocals to it, but I think it's just that one. Is this sponging? Is this sponging and edging music? We could try it. I like that. That pace shift, very nice. And then it's only a 2 minute 40-second track, so we could take this and then we change pace to our freehanding. Yeah, let's run it. Let's run it. Let's fucking do it. Let's run it. Let's run it. I'm on board. Let's get that. Let's toss that in our music folder. Boom. Dancing in Your Head by Ava Lowe. Let's fucking do it. Okay, so we need to copy our effects here. I think we want that same volume level. Son of a bitch. I fucked up. Let's copy this. Let's copy this and paste that. Let's check our audio level. Let's check our audio level. Set it to back to Premiere. Let's pause this. Let's go from the end of our uwu into
Shampoos and enhancement fluids for dry sex.
shit. I need this right here. Oh, my favorite bum is out my window talking shit.
Times. We might as well claim that this here putty stuff is just some thick lube with lots of extra body. Non-Newtonian boink batter, if you will. Ooh woo.
Dude, that actually... I rather like how that lined up just now, as it is. Let's do a mosaic in on this. Let's do a fucking mosaic in. Blam. We may need to bring this down another little bit, though, to -25. And then... here, let me resume my playlist. We need to... 1, 2, 3, 4. This needs to go to 1920 by 1080. Like that. And then we go back... 3, 10. We're gonna do an opacity in right here from 0 to 100. Shift this over, and let's play this right up to that beat change. Alright, let's play this right up to the beat change. Alright, brother, I'm off to bed. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Vox Forge. You have a pleasant sleeping. This is just busy work for the posterity at this point. I'd be doing this either way. We need to get all of these things lined up. To right here. This gotta be, let's drag down here, let's grab all this, and we're gonna slap that on right here. Damn it. Boom, now let's test it. Let's run it. Bam. And then that hit right there, we want right here. We'll do a cut. Let's resume our music. Bam, we'll get rid of that. I think we could maybe do like a zoom thing. Let's do like a 5% zoom right here. And let's toss in our next scene, which is gonna be this guy right here. Blam. Ooh. I wonder if there's a way to restore an audio track. How to restore audio track to video. in Premiere Pro. Select the video, press F. So if I take this and press F, all right, and then it says to grab the waveform. No, that didn't do it. That did not do it, sir. There we go. Did that fix it? I think I maybe actually need to match frame like that and then pop that down there. Let's see. Pretty good. Okay, that did indeed work. That's a good trick to know. Let's see if we can't toss in something out of this now. Let's get this effect controls down to... Seems to have did it. It sure did. Dude, everything is just... It's all hotkeys all the way down. It's all hotkeys all the way down. Let's slap this in here and then run that audio to right here. I think I want like a 3-panel slide thing going on here. Let's try and line up the audio with a panel slide. All right, so I want to get where it... Right there. We want the, like, another clip to slide in. So we want this next clip about the spraying. I want that airbrush again. Oh shit, I don't want the audio from that. Let's find a good shot in here of hitting it with the airbrush. Boom. I think just right there at the very beginning is probably good. Stick this in here. I gotta piss. Give me a second. All right, so what I want to do here, what I really want to do here is do like a triple layer blend thing. See what happens here. I mute this out for a second. Okay. All right, so I think the way to do this is to pick a spot here. We maybe need to line up this hit right here. Right where that first impact point happens. With right here. First off, let's line that up. And now we're going to pull these things. We're going to pull all of this. I want the scale and all of this stuff. And we're gonna shift all this shit to here. And we're gonna close these together like that. And let's give this a look. Maybe get this position down a little bit, like that. Let's line this up. It actually needs like a few frames, I think. Here, we can line this up so we have a nice reference point. And then I think these need to come in like right there. Let's see how that looks. What does that look like if you just run it like this? Okay, our mosaic needs to shift again. So let's select everything here and zoom way in. And pull our first keyframe to there. Wait, I took that too far. Whoopsies. That needs to start here. And then we can pull all this together. Like that. Alright. See if that did the trick. Yeah, okay, so now what I want to do is start shifting these images in. So basically what we're gonna do to line that up is I now have these, or I have these assets in, where are they? Assets. You know what? I may have them in here already. Two panel. Why does this not search? Why does this not search inside a line? The search doesn't actually search inside of the project. Yeah, see, two panel alignment chart should say 2 panel. It should be showing up there, but it's not actually searching in the search. Fucking strange. Anyhow, we can find them. We can find those. So basically, I want this thing comes in like that to there. And then this thing comes in to there. Like that. And then we got this like hard stop right here. That we're gonna come back to there. Let's hide that. This maybe actually needs to be cut way down now. I want the airbrushing to like at least show up a little bit. Maybe just prepping the cup or whatever. Yeah. All right. So the idea now is to have these two screens like fold in. So now this guy will be, we need a crop on it. Crop. We need a crop. I'm going to show this. This needs to have, there's like a blending mode we need to apply. So blend mode, I think it's green, overlay, multiply? It's multiply. Multiply. All right. Okay, so this thing needs to start moving in. So we're going to do our position, scale, and crop. We want left and right on this. So by the end of this frame right here, this guy needs to be set up like this. So by this frame, this feller needs to be right, cha. No, you need to be right here. I really find it frustrating how Adobe kind of wants you to do drag and drop most of the time. So he wants to be here by the end of the frame. And then this left cropping needs to come in and end. Where's it at? Right there. We want to end this here. And make sure that's lined up nicely. There we go. All right, so from here, we also want this guy needs to be position and cropped as well. Where is our crop? boom, left and right. And then we're going to go back to the start of this clip and we're going to drop another position keyframe and a left and right keyframe. So by the end, this feller needs to be positioned more to the left, like this, like that, and then the right cropping needs to come in, and it needs to end right here. Okay, and now we got to go back and take it frame by frame so we can see what the fuck, if it's working, and then fix it where it's not, because this is always a problem. Only here for a moment. Wanted to say hi and thanks again for helping my mate with the 6 Atomo mechs he did. Gotta go now, but I'm back at work now, so after a bit of catch-up time, I should be back. Well, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. It's, flippin' fantastic. Always a pleasure to catch you, too, of course. Redeem Urban Mech. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this starts. I think the side is going to come in too quick. It's either going to come in too quick or... Is it really just like freezing up? Dude, as soon as that thing entered the frame, the right arrow key, which was controlling the timeline, started controlling the position here. Please deselect, and let's go. Yeah, okay. So the problem is, this thing needs to move a little bit faster, I think. Twill is a fabric. Twill be good to has you, yes. Twill is a fabric, isn't it? Alright, so we're gonna have to, like, really aggressively get this thing correct. It's not quite right. It's not quite right. It's almost correct, though. It might be close enough, honestly. Let's start our left crop frame already aligned with the border here. Alright, so if we have this hidden, what does this actually look like once we start moving it? So basically what we want is, we want our line to have basically, damn dude, that's so annoying. It's like weirdly gapping it. I mean, that's probably good enough right here. It just got like a choppiness to it that I really don't like. It's got a choppy quality to it that's kind of meh. And I don't know exactly how to fix that. What if we bring this out, like, just a little bit from the start and see what it looks like now? I could probably make this thing still on the crop. I could probably make that still on the crop. So we'll just pull this off and that off. And then we'll adjust the position to compensate. I think that's the plan. So this guy needs to be like, we'll line this with the edge right here. And then we're gonna pop over five pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that maybe should do the trick. Wait, why is that? What is happening? Why is there like a... Why is there a weird cropping thing happening? What the fuck is that? Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Let's put in a 0% here. Yeah, I think that fixed it. Now, is this still gonna be really funky? With this weird, like, pace mismatch? It still is doing this, like... I know how we solve this. I know exactly how we solve this. We, put in the black 2 panel and we just move it over top of it. Instead of futzing about, let's just do our formatting guide and throw a fucking I know I have an alignment topper. 2 panel alignment topper. There we go. Let's just fucking put this thing right over top. Yeah. That's just how it is. We're gonna take this thing and we're gonna put it here. We're gonna put it on the edge. You know, it's funny that, like, you'd think that this is easier to do, but assembling these, like, moving borders, quite difficult. All right, boom, boom, pop those 2 there, and then we're gonna get this in position. Make sure to click it 12 times, because Premiere is really good about that, forcing you to, like, click it a dozen times. Ooh, my favorite bum out there talking shit. All right, let's get this thing in place, and we're just gonna create the illusion of a border by having a little black bar move at the same speed. Let's see if that fixed our problem. Instead of trying to futz about and get these numbers absolutely correct. So we should now have a... Okay, I've got the thing misaligned is what's happened here. Why is that so... Dude, that guy sucks. That guy sucks so fucking bad. Let's see how well that worked now. Boom. Let's run the timeline. it's still like, you see that jumpy edge? That's fucking wild. Why is that edge so fucky? Dude, none of it's lined up. What the fuck is going on here? Why? It's all over the fucking place. Is there like a rotation or something applied to one of these? Yeah, this thing's off by like half a pixel. Make sure to click it on here so it... 540. This thing wants to... Premiere wants to do drag and drop for everything. So that is quite frustrating. I think I'm still going to have to come in here and manually adjust like 40 dozen keyframes to make this crap correct. So this one should have a leading edge that matches the whole time. Let's hide this. Alright, so I think what we can do to fix this is to adjust our crop to where it's within that parameter. That's all I can think of at this point. Honestly, you'd think that this was just like a pre-made template that would work, and wouldn't be so much work to make happen. And then this guy needs its crop to be well within the parameter. And then somehow at some point, because you have to click off and click on, I've shifted this whole thing up a pixel. Ridiculous. 540. It was actually down by 0.9 pixels. And then why is this showing up underneath the thing? Is this now off by a pixel? Yeah, this is also off by half a pixel. 540. There we go. This should also be 960 and not 598.9. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Okay. So what we need now is to get this guy's crop overlapping over here like that. And let's watch it back and see if that works this time without the fucky... It's still fucky. That's so fucking bizarre. I'm gonna have to put a keyframe like every 10 fucking frames, because this thing just like can't numerically do what I'm asking it to do. Boom, keyframe. Bam, adjust. Put it there. Boom, keyframe. Where's it at? I gotta click off and click on and then come back. There we go, there we go. That looks okay now. Let's zoom in. Let's come in here and add another keyframe. And let's click on it and then click back on it to make it do the thing. And now we'll zoom out and come in here and drop a keyframe and then click off it and click back on it. And then zoom in over here. All right. That looks okay now. Let's see. Do you still have a... Insane. Insane. You really have to hold baby's hand the whole fucking time. Yeah, that's already off. Like 2 frames in, it's already off. Dude, click off, click on. Click off, click on, click on, click off and on, and click off and click on. There we go. Now I can see the thing. Let's hold baby's hand. And now we'll go 1 frame over. That looks okay. That's just, it's so insane. Holy moly. It's wild to me that, so Premiere is very much a drag and drop system, but it very clearly wants numerical precision. And it has taken us a fucking hour to put together a scene that has a nice even 5-pixel gap moving across the screen. Insane. Absolutely insane. Alright, so now we can delete this. And by the end of the clip, this thing needs to be here. And then this guy is going to move in. So by the end of this clip, we need this thing is going to start with a crop. Boom. Put that crop on it. And we want this thing to be... Let's just get it in position at first. This guy's going to live right here. So we want this over here. It's got that crop in it. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, so we want our left crop to exist inside of this. Left crop will exist there. I think the way we're going to have to do this is to use our 2-panel alignment topper again. So let's find our 2-panel alignment topper and put this thing here, which wants to start these are actually going to kind of line up a little early. So this guy wants to live here by the end of it. Wow. That's fucking ridiculous. That guy's going to live there. And then at the same time, this guy gets a keyframe like that that makes him live right here. Okay. So this is our keyframe point. We can leave this thing as an alignment. And what we should have is clean movement. This should keep going. All right, and then this guy wants to be off the end here. Let me click off and click on. What's going on? All right. Get zoomed way in so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Bam. That lives off screen. Now this is weird because I somehow got misaligned. Like these keyframes that I dropped in got fucking misaligned. So I think we're just gonna shift all of this over. Gonna shift everything over. I don't understand why it's all misaligned. All right, so this one needs position data. Probably needs left and right crop data from here and there. And then this guy also needs a new keyframe at the back end here. Boom. Position and crop data. So now everything looks okay. We need to line up our shots here. We'll start with this guy. This guy needs to be like here with a crop of this to there. Zoop. And then this guy wants to be right in that middle. And is, dude, I wish I knew why sometimes it like, this is selected, but hitting the arrow key moved the timeline instead of the thing I was trying to move. Yeah, let's get you right here like that. And let's get that left crop inside of this. I'm sure we're gonna have to hold its hand through all of it, just like we just had to. All right. Yeah, I can already see that it's all like really fucky. You know, this looks okay though, right here. That edge looks decent through the whole thing. I don't see any jittering. We just need to fix this edge over here. So this guy needs to get fixed. Oh, it shouldn't be on screen. It should be off screen for this. There we go. Hey, maybe that'll fucking fix it. We shall see. We shall see. Why is that so misaligned now? What the fuck? Why is that so misaligned? Because it needs to be stretched. Has that got like a weird edge? I think it's outpacing the edge a little bit. Let's make sure everything is all right here. Let's bring this edge in a little bit like that. All right, let's see. Nope, it's fucky. I'm gonna have to baby this one too, because it can't, like 0.5% is enough to throw it off. Click off, click back on. This guy probably needs to live right there. That looks okay so far. It doesn't look to be outpacing it. Alright, let's see if that worked. Fucking hours worth of work to just do one little fucking slide, dude. That also is now a little off. This whole thing needs to be shifted 3 frames now, and that is gonna break everything. Jesus Christ. You know what? It's good enough. I'm not gonna fucking futz with it now. Okay, we got that built. All right, it's been 3 hours. What I'm gonna set up and do from here is to, we will have this ready for more voiceover stuff on Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be a paint stream. We're going to finish the Black Knight tomorrow. We're going to finish the Black Knight tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday both are going to be edit streams. This video is going to be out on the 31st. We're going to have this done and out. We go into February working on some new stuff. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. We're either working on Squirrel Girl or I have another Battletech project that we could maybe dive into. I still have to finish painting the model. It is not done. So I have a fuck ton of stuff to do. I still got to paint Arthur and Patsy. Like, these guys aren't even finished being base coated. I may not stream tomorrow. I may stream tomorrow. I don't know. But any streams this week will be the same time, 6 p.m. If we do stream, we're going to go for 3 hours. We're going to be this for the next fucking...
I do. Give me 10. Okay.
What, 35 hours worth of work, probably? 35, 36 hours worth of work left at this point, and those have to get done in the next 3 days to get this video out. Unfortunately, I have fucking bills, right? So like, these projects are ambitious. I want to get stuff done. I want to create entertainment for y'all, but my bills are like $1,100, $1,200 more than my income. So like, I gotta sell 10 lances every month. And that's at least 80 hours worth of work right there. So that doesn't leave much time for the video production, for painting the stuff in the video and getting it done. So so we shall see. Anyhow, let me go do those push-ups, and then I'm gonna hit the end stream button. But you guys can enjoy the blank background while I do push-ups. We'll probably do like base stuff tomorrow, and look, every time I go down, my fucking hair tie slides further down my strands there. All right, well, we got fucking 1 minute. We got 1 minute edited in 3 hours worth of work. One minute. There's a reason I can't hang out and chat while I'm working. So, yeah, if we look at it this way, 1 minute edited now, it'll only take another 60 hours worth of work to get it done. I don't know how you're going to put in 60 hours of work in 3 days. Anyhow, I gotta eat something, so yeah. I mean, to be fair, there was a lot of futzing around to get these effects, so you know how this shit goes. We'll be back Thursday evening. We're gonna have another editing stream, probably Friday too. Keep an eye out for the big black night.